Good morning, ma'am. By the way, I'm Giselle Arnosa from San Fernando CTU Extension Campus. Can I interview you for in 5 minutes?
Yes, for what matter?
For you, ma'am, what is your own perspectives in politics as a political leadership?
Go. For me, there are a multitude of avenues one could venture down with such a broad title as this, but mine is likely to be one you haven't seen discussed before. Rather than conversing about the perspective on particular policies, it is imperative we unearth this hidden distortion of reality that is omnipresent on all sides of the political aisle. The concept is innately simplistic yet pervasively evasive. Generally, most people involved in politics feels as though their side is holding on by a thread, and every minute nudge in the wrong direction could send the country spiraling out of control. The symptoms of this anxiety-ridden logic is present in nearly every aspect of the culture. From the rigid support of Roy Moore by many in the Republican Party, even by those who believe the allegation, to the hysterical anti-Trump tirades of the left, no side is exempt from this delirium. Republicans have a president in office who is enacting much more conservative policies than initially projected. He is arguably more conservative than the last Republican to hold the office, George W. Bush. Of course, there are innumerable valid critics of Trump's performance, but the recent tax reform plan, the massive amount of regulations being repealed, and the courts being stacked with conservative justices should be enough to at least quell the anxiety implanted by leftist dominance of other realms of society. Unfortunately, that seems to not be the case. Democrats, on the other hand, have the laws of the nature of humanity and government on their side. The same way, an object in motion will stay in motion unless an external force is enacted upon it. A government will tend to grow that, combined with their domination of traditional media, puts them in a position where they are unlikely to have even contain the capacity to fail in the long term.
Go.
For me, political leadership is considered as the concept central to the establishment and understanding of various political outcomes and process. However, its definition is exclusive. The leadership has borrowed ideas from many disciplines such as management, political theory, psychology, and history. It is significant because it determined that it established policies based on the available evidence. It is important for leaders to have effective ability to solve problems and make the best decision in every situation. They must create an environment that encourages political integration through articulating and implementing effective policies. The main purpose of this research is to identify how the factors affecting the governance of a government play a key role in defining the success and failure of the government. Political leadership is influenced by various dependent variables, including the views of political leader or environment concerning various issues that affect the state of the environment being a major issue on which the government depends on. And the most government fails due to this environmental factor. Such issues often have an impact on the social, economic, and political sectors or power of the said state. These are dependent variables because due to various uncertainties and the ever-changing demands and expectations, political leadership have often been forced to revise their policies in order to suit the demands of the environment. These values, however, do not affect the independent variables, but instead they help to achieve them. It is to determine that how environment plays a vital role in affecting government strategies. On the other hand, independent variables include personal influence, political age, into politics, and traditions play a vital role in affecting the governance criteria of a government. Normally, nature sees political pointers by how exhaustive or expressive they are at articulating their thoughts. In this way, their accomplishments as well as political pointers will decide how the earth sees them. Subsequently, the political initiative is judged through the three variables. A political authority builds up an in-number vision to bolster the knowledge of a superior future that set up achievements, methodologies, and secure the province is exceedingly restricted by nature. The vision must concentrate